Welcome to Wonderland, Sweden. My name's Rebecca and I create educational tools with the help of my XTool P2 and Creative Space. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's begin. Okay, this is my design brief for today and I just started a video and it just completely messed up. I know that the hearts in Creative Space are not symmetrical, so I just thought I'd be clever and just join them together, just do a flip and then join them together. But then I realized that the bottom wasn't very symmetrical either. Quite like that heart shape. Okay, so basically when you flip that horizontally and put them together, line center, basically this ended up being a node there. You can see it's like a mountain there, so I didn't want that. So what we can do, that doesn't even look straight. Can you see that line? It's terrible. It's really tricky to do this because it's just stupid. Okay, does that look better? No. It's almost as if like it'd be better just to draw it yourself. Okay, so if we just delete some of these nodes. This is way more work than it needed to be. Oh, sorry, my mouse is really bad. There you go. So we can make sure that that's in the middle. Cool. Let's see if it is in the middle. I think it's going to be so small, I don't think you're going to be able to notice. That just moved, so I'm a bit worried it's not symmetrical, and it's not, is it? If we join these, let's see if it is symmetrical at the bottom at least. Right, we're cooking on gas a lot better now. So basically the customer wanted it around 5 centimeters wide. We move that out the way. I always love making copies of what I'm making, so then I know when I make changes that I can just go back. Okay, so that one's good. I just wanted to make the angle right because I'd made this one previously. So she wanted it to cross over around here. I think would almost be stronger. That's really cute actually. Okay, so let's just check the size. So it's about 5 centimeters by 3 centimeters, which is perfect. So this is just before, so just completely ignore that. So if we're going from this, so basically we'll just make loads of copies. What we need to do is this line that crosses over here and this line that crosses here wants to be a score. So we're going to do unite at overlap. So we get that. So that's going to be our score line. And we still need this to cut. So we need to do this as a unite. So if we join these two together, should work. So as you can see, the red needs to go to the right ever so slightly. So it's just the x-axis, so it's 0.71. So if we do 0.72, so it's just trial and error often with this, just to make sure it's perfect. We might have to go to half a decimal place. No, it's fine. Okay, we're getting there. Does that look right? This is as much as you can zoom in. good. And that looks good. So that's perfect. So you've got your thing. So it's so it is 43 wide. They actually wanted it 50 wide. I'm confused because now I remember. Oh yes, dear. Oh wow, that's so weird. Okay, because I united that, then the size is actually the real size. Because look, oh, I've done this before. I actually made a video on this. Look, this isn't actually the size of it. This is actually the rotated size. Right, it's at 0 degrees. So that's perfect. So now I know it's actually the wrong size. So if we go with 55. Oh, I've turned off the lock because I was playing with it before. 50. 55. The customer did want 50 by 30, so that is 50 by 30. So that's perfect. Okay, so we'll ignore that again because that's really bad. I hate it when it does that because you can see here, look, it's flush against all the corners, so it is actually the actual size. Next stage is this here. This is for ribbon. I'm assuming it's 1 centimeter. So I'm just going to basically just do a rectangle that is, let's do 10.5. So the height doesn't need to be that much. It can be, height can be 1.7. And then we can round it off just a little bit. It rounds off quite a lot when it's so small. So you have to take that into account. And this is obviously a cut. So we need to somehow get this to fit in here. And the idea was that it would hang. So I think the design is good because you can rotate it so it'll actually be a little bit wider. And just try and find the widest part because we don't want it to be weak, do we? It's really hard now to check the width of it because it is actually, do you remember, over 10 millimeters, but because it's diagonal it looks smaller. So it's really complicated. So what I should have done technically is made a copy when it was at 0 degrees. So then if I do make some changes, then I can just compare and contrast. Because you can't always, I think I do have snapping on, but it doesn't help sometimes. Yes, that's still not okay. So it needs rotating. You can't really see the, it's gone too far. Alright, we'll just say that that's 0. Yeah, so it's back to 10.5. I don't think they need it at 10.5. Let's do 10.2. 1.7. It's really hard when you're working with such small numbers. Okay, so we'll make a copy of that. I think it's almost nice like that. So technically when you hang it, it will be like that. Maybe a little bit more. It's just that it looks weird on the actual heart, doesn't it? Let's rotate the whole thing and see. That's way too much. So like that, put that in the middle. We're talking like 4 millimeters, and it's like, it's not going to have any weight on it or anything. So it should be okay. So that's our design. So then we're going to do, I just normally just choose anything that's vaguely similar, and this is usually 1.5 millimeters birch. I usually just turn everything off, it's the easiest way, and then turn things back on. So it's going to be a cut. I think I usually do about 60-40, something like that. And this is a score. I always buff everything up. I like a bit of power, don't we? Something like that. So yeah, so don't forget some shapes are not symmetrical, but I think this will look really cool. So as you see now, the width is not 54, it is actually 50. So just be careful. Okay.